give him something.
Yeah, let's give him. Hey guys, we're back. Same t-shirt. Let's just say different day. This has been washed 5 times since the first few videos you've been watching. And today we're back to talk about 5 things Hawk loves and I love about the RX-7. Let's go.
First things first, the first hate was the engine. The first love is the rotary engine.
It's a love-hate thing.
Yeah, it's really love-hate. I really do like the rotary engine. I mean, it's different by design. That's why I actually chose the car in the first place, because I don't want something that everyone else has. You know, everyone has a piston engine. I'm joking. Yeah, so I wanted something different. I went with a rotary. I really liked the RX-7 to begin with anyways. Hence, my RX-7 maximum tune card. But yeah, I've always loved the way that it was different. Give me a second. Just can't hear me now.
The way it sounds, in my opinion, on full throttle, on load, really sounds like a bunch of pissed off bees.
Let's give him something.
Yeah, let's give him.
So yeah, the way it sounds.
Yeah, it's got that unique sound. It's high pitched, but at the same time, it doesn't sound like, okay, I don't really want to stereotype it, but like a Honda.
Yeah.
That high pitched VTEC sound. With this, it's still high pitched, but it actually sounds like a police siren sometimes.
Oh, that's
oh,
the scariest
God.
shit ever. But yeah, I mean, it sounds different, especially when you open it up with a single turbo with a bridge port.
Yeah.
Bloody hell, it sounds really good.
Yeah.
It sounds so different. Like, you can always tell it's a rotary if, you know, it's got a single turbo and it's got a bridge port, and obviously the brap.
Oh, yeah. The amount of times this car spits flames and it just sounds.
Yeah, this car, I mean, you're not supposed to. Obviously, it's best to be perfect with your air fuel mixture, but it's better to be on the rich side, just in case, obviously.
For safety precautions, of course.
For safety, to save the engine, and then so a lot of the times these RX-7s, they run a little bit rich, and then the byproduct of that is that it always spits flames. And naturally, the rotary engine, because it breathes a lot, and because of all the fuel it's using, it will spit flames like constantly.
Yeah, and I guarantee you can search on YouTube RX-7 spitting flames. There'll be so many, just so many compilations. And it's the thing, it's with the Wanko engine, the way it works, the way it operates, and how the high RPMs can sound like an absolute dream.
And then the last thing about the engine I would like to say is how smooth it is.
Yeah.
Compared to a piston engine, obviously. Sorry, excuse me. Obviously, with a rotary engine is a spinning triangle, as we all know, but a piston engine is up and down.
Yeah.
So obviously that makes a smoother engine. So like we're sitting at 2,500 RPM, it's so smooth in here. Like compared to, you know, if I was to be at 5,000 RPM, it won't feel rough at all. Okay, let me just demonstrate. 4,000 RPM. I'm idle, like I'm cruising, but it's smooth, isn't it?
Yeah.
Compared to a piston engine, like it's not smooth at all. Like it's 4,000 RPM, sitting there cruising, and it's fine. So yeah, back to number 2. We've got to some lower speeds so you can hear what we're saying.
Yep.
Number 2,
The way it drives.
the way it drives.
Now, as kids and as grown-ups, adults, we've all driven a go-kart, right? And that's exactly what the RX-7 is. It's a go-kart on steroids. And it just feels right. The weight distribution, the way you can sling it in corners, the angle of which you can enter things.
It's got really good mechanical grip.
Oh, my bad, my G. We're supposed to go right, you know.
Why?
Because this is the world's worst roundabout.
True.
Yeah, and where's the ambulance, or was it?
Oh, is it police? I haven't done anything.
Hold on. Is it coming our way?
I don't think so. I don't hear it anymore.
Okay. So back to handling. Okay.
Back to handling. What was I saying?
Go-kart.
You was talking about go-kart.
Oh yeah, I was talking about exactly like a go-kart on steroids.
Oh, the amount of mechanical grip it has. Like, you can just feel it. And it's, because it's a 90s car, it doesn't have, you know, traction control and stuff like that. The feel of the car is very, very good. You feel everything through the steering wheel, and obviously your butt, if the back end's coming out, like, you can feel that before it's coming. And obviously the way it's distributed, obviously from factory it was actually a true 50-50 weight distribution, but with modifications it won't be that, but it's near it anyway, so it's very well balanced, the car. It doesn't feel front heavy, it doesn't feel rear heavy. The engine's really, really light actually, so there's not actually much weight over the rear end, I mean the front end, sorry. Anything? Number 3, I guess.
Okay, number 3. Let's go.
So yeah, we're back with number 2. No, number 3.
Number 3, yes.
The looks.
The looks of the car.
We love the looks of the car.
Well, what can I say? It's cool, isn't it? Like, I find it difficult how to describe RX-7.
I mean, just look at it, and that's what you need to know.
Yeah, it's cool. Flip-up headlamps. It's kind of it, though.
Because, like, just say for example, you was to have a stock RX-7, and it doesn't have its flip-up hubs, and you just look at it, and someone who didn't know better, they'll think that's a modern car. I feel like, anyways, obviously I might be a little bit biased here, but I feel like it's got a really timeless design, and that's because of its curves. I mean, it's got no sharp edges. Everything is so round, and I think it keeps up with, like, that's why it's so timeless. I feel like.
Yeah. It is one of those cars that you just assume to be in a magazine.
Yeah, yeah. And plus, like us growing up in the 90s, we like Japanese cars. It was either the R34 as our poster or the RX-7 as our poster. Obviously, if you like Lamborghinis and whatnot, fair enough to you. But if you like 90s Japanese cars, then those would be the cars, I feel like.
Yeah, definitely. It is a poster car. And I'm sure for a lot of the younger generation, they're probably having R35s on there, Lamborghinis, etc. This is a timeless classic. And for me, the shape, the look, the image it has will never go out of style.
Yeah. I feel like in 10 years' time, it will still look good.
Yeah, definitely.
Number 4?
Number 4, the potential.
Oh, yeah.
This
That's a big subject,
yeah. Now, we've all seen videos on YouTube of 3-rotor, quad-rotor, 2-rotor, even pushing 1,000 brake horsepower.
It has the potential to do it.
It has so much potential, and like, for argument's sake, you can say yes, even a Honda could get 1,000 brake horsepower. You got to do a lot of forging.
A lot of forging.
Yeah, but it can still have the potential. But with the RX-7, it's the minimal ways of just making the engine stronger. What were you telling me earlier about the rods?
Oh yeah, like, in order to achieve high horsepower, really and truly, there's obviously you have to do a port and ancillary parts, but really there's only one thing you have to change out in the engine, and that's the rods that go through the engine, and it should be as strong to handle, you know, 1,000 horsepower or whatnot, or high horsepower applications. And obviously with the rotary engine, it just revs. So
Revs for days.
And with that, you've got a lot more, how do I put it? Like, you can get a lot more out of the engine because of those revs.
For example, if you look at some cars, let's just take a K series Honda. In order for that to reach 1,000 horsepower, you're spending a lot of money.
Oh yeah.
You're spending a lot of money for ancillary parts, forging,
engine work and whatnot.
Yeah.
I think the biggest is engine work, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the forging. Whereas with a rotary, what? You just pay for the pins.
You pay for the rods and a big turbo, and then really and truly it should
Those
be
are
able
just
to handle
ancillary
it
parts which you're going to spend anyway
on a piston engine.
On any piston engine.
And then obviously with the potential of the car, it comes as looks. I mean, you can have so many different designs on the RX-7. Like there's kits out there that make it look like a Ferrari, the 458. I've showed you a photo.
Yeah.
And then there's kits out there like Velside, Rocket Bunny. Like there's so much potential for the car that looks wise. I mean, you can wide body anything, but for it to be wide body and actually look good is different.
Yeah, I do feel that the aftermarket scene within the RX-7 community, there's a lot of potential.
Yeah,
Like, you can make it look so unique and anything you want it to have. So, number 5. Now this is my favourite. Tokyo Drift Fast and Furious. Initial D, the anime series, and even the film, all had RX-7s.
Yeah, it's built upon these like
The stereotype is just that mountain warrior, the track, the road, destroy it. It could do anything, and I think those videos epitomise the RX-7 and all its capabilities.
Yeah, I mean it really puts it into like this hero who wears cape, isn't it?
Yeah.
That wears a cape. It's like it's the films that, how do I put it? It just makes it, as we was growing up, you know, we watched all of these films and whatnot, and it just planted seeds in our mind, and it's what made the RX-7 so great in a way. Although it's a great car to begin with, but it's made it that little bit extra special because it's featured in those films.
Definitely.
And because those films like Fast and Furious, everyone's watched them. Everyone knows what it is.
Everyone who's into cars. 100%.
Yeah. So, like, as a byproduct of that, I get so much attention on the road.
Yeah.
Like, even someone who doesn't really, you know, they're not a car person, they'll still recognize a car and be like, oh, that's an RX-7. Because they've seen these films and whatnot.
100%. Even Han drove an RX-7. Han used an RX-7 to draw Gyal. That's why the RX-7 is cool.
Yeah, he was drifting about those two girls, isn't it?
Yeah, the girls in the 33.
Yeah. And obviously initially
Red Suns,
and they just made it that bit better.
and also, of course, Max Country. I think it's in a lot of racing games.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Fast and Furious. Sorry, Need for Speed. It was in Gran Turismo. I do think I actually had one in Gran Turismo. Yes, I definitely had one. I had that and the 32. Those were my favourite cars. I used to body people on that thing.
I feel like it's a staple car, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's an iconic car. I mean, in Hong Kong, there's like 4 90s Kings and the R34, the Supra, the RX-7, and the NSX. And it's just a nice car to